Hey, how's it going? Well, it's the first time since on the trip I went to a sit-down place. I've just been trying to go for everything as cheap as possible. Anyway, I'm at Sioux Falls Denny's. And depending on how I feel after I eat, if I get more energy, then I will drive for probably a couple, for undefined period of time longer. If I get less energy and I get more tired, then I will be trying to find a good independent motel in the area. The thing that I've found so far is that the more mainstream the motel is, the hotel is, the more for what I need a hotel for, the more they suck. I don't go to a hotel for a pool, I don't go for cable, I don't go for pay channels, I don't go for a jacuzzi. I go to get a clean room that doesn't stink of chemicals and artificial fragrances, and so, just that very basic thing seems to be something that the independent places do well. The place that I was at last was great, fantastic, great place. It didn't get that great of reviews because, they weren't able to get the sheets, the white sheets, 100% clean. Well, sometimes there's a stain on something. They still wash it. It's still as sanitary as it's going to get. It's not going to hurt you. But, something on that order. They're just like, oh, it's terrible. And they don't have they don't have the jacuzzi and the pool and the it's like, are you going there to rest, or are you going there as some sort of a resort or something? It's weird. Also, the thing about the mainstream hotels is they have that thing where check-in time is 3 p.m. and check-out time is 11 a.m. Like, you can't come in earlier than that. And in the event that you can, you still have to check out at 11 a.m. So if you checked in at 8 a.m., you'd still have to check out at 11. That's how they work it. That's how the mainstream ones do it. So so the more mainstream the hotel is, the more it sucks. Sorry, that's how I feel about it. For my purposes, for the things that I go to a hotel for, I go there to get sleep, and so I don't reek of products when I leave. So I know I'm rambling a while, but been some frustrating things about like Google Maps will show, and other places will show, other apps will show, construction in these zones. Well, what they don't tell you is it's not just construction. They detour you onto a 2-lane highway where you get to go 65 miles an hour with traffic coming towards you, in the other lane. Yeah, that sort of thing. That's the stuff I wanted to avoid. It really was. I would have preferred to pay the tolls than to go through that shit. I don't know how much more of that I'm going to have to deal with during this trip. For me, a driving experience, there is nothing more scary than being forced to go 65 on a 2-lane highway. Thank you so much. That's awesome. They're sizzling skillets. They're really good. But it's going to be a while before I can eat it, because as you see, that is steaming, and it is steaming. So, but now there's just about no type of driving thing that scares me more than being in that kind of situation. And I mean, normally if you're on a road like that, there will be some spot at some point you can pull over so you can let people pass you. Well, on these, there's no shoulder. So, 8 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles of this thing where you can't even, maybe not 20 miles. I don't think I've ever had it quite 20 miles, but and I think it's went up to 15 miles, where you have to go that speed. And I'm just like, wow, this sucks. This sucks so much. So we'll see if there's any more of that in further trips out. Not further trips on this journey. We'll see. There were some other things I wanted to say. I was going to try to see the Devil's Tower in Wyoming, but I was like, the only thing that really makes that, it's like, ooh, it's the same place as on Close Encounters, right? So, it should be just, sorry, I got really distracted. I don't think it would have been that big of a deal, and it would have been going probably at least an hour to go to that location and back to the freeway again. No, that's alright. Passed by some areas that said, oh, Mount Rushmore, and no, that's alright. Especially when it gets late and you're not going to see shit, so, unless they have it lit up, but so from here, if I do have more energy once I eat, I will still try to head towards that goal of Des Moines, Iowa, and we'll see what happens. So wish me luck. Thanks.